You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey Days fans, it is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we got to talk about this weird dynamic between Alex Kiriakis, Brady Black, and Theresa Donovan. Is there about to be a bro-down showdown over one of the worst women in town? Let's dive right in and talk about why, no matter who's with her, it's going to be an ill-fated romance. But hey, click subscribe if you haven't already. All right, as last week wrapped up on Days, we saw Theresa fall off the wagon. She got high on something. It didn't seem to be the tainted drugs that caused Holly Jonas's overdose, because Theresa came out of it just fine. After Alex and Brady found her, they stayed with her at the seedy motel for a little while, and then they took her back to Alex's place. So you may remember Brady sent Alex out for coffee and donuts. Alex thought that Brady was making excuses to get rid of him, but then he ran into Maggie, who explained to him that, yeah, that's kind of the best thing for trying to deal with someone crashing back down after getting high. After Maggie reassured Alex he was feeling good, comes back with the coffee and donuts, walks into his apartment, and his jaw completely drops. Brady was sitting on the sofa with Theresa while she was coming back down from her high. And then when she sobered up some, she started talking about herself and begged Brady not to tell their son Tate Black that she'd relapsed. Brady makes the promise, then they kiss. And of course, that's right when Alex Kiriakis got home. He walked in the door, he saw them in a lip lock. Alex is like, what the hell? He is so irritated that Brady sent him out on this errand and then sat there and started making out with Theresa in Alex's own apartment. And seeing them like that brings up some of the fears that have been sitting with Alex for a while. He's known since he first met Theresa that she had a thing for Brady Black. I mean, we all know it, right? He saw Theresa throwing herself at Brady in Greece, right in front of him. And when Brady rejected Theresa, then Alex took her to bed. After that, when Alex and Theresa were getting closer, Brady and Theresa both told Alex that, we haven't been a couple in a long time. We're over and done. But he was still worried about it. And they both told Alex that, we're in each other's lives because we're co-parenting Tate. That's it. And of course, he's, nearly grown, so not a big deal. But once Alex walks in his door and sees Theresa with her lips on Brady, it's going to get awkward fast. So that sense of teamwork between Brady and Alex while they were running around and trying to find Theresa and then helping her, all of that goodwill destroyed by that smooch. So after Alex comes in and he's stunned, Brady just takes off. And then Theresa starts to make excuses to her boyfriend, Alex. She says, oh, it just happened. A whoopsie, I was high, a big mistake. She assures him it's no big deal at all. But Alex doesn't quite seem to buy what she's selling. So Theresa thinks, okay, maybe I've overstayed my welcome. And of course, Alex knows the kiss made things awkward. But what he doesn't know is that Theresa is also overwhelmed with guilt. That's because she ruined his relationship with his father, Justin Kiriakis, by changing Victor's will to screw over Xander. So now Alex's life is thrown into upheaval, and all he has to show for it are more zeros in his bank account. So it's not just the embarrassment about this Brady kiss, it's the shame of Theresa's dirty little deed that she did. That's why on Wednesday, January 24th, official spoilers say she decides to pack up and leave Alex's place because it's all just getting to be too much for her. But once Alex sees her packing, it kind of hits him. He doesn't want Theresa to go, and so he starts trying to talk her into staying. So he basically decides right at that moment, that's it. I want Theresa. I want her in my life. I'm ready to fight for her, and I'm ready to fight Brady for her if that's what I need to do. So this week, we're also going to see Alex Kiriakis back in another counseling session with Dr. Marlena Evans. And she drops a bombshell on Alex. Doc tells Alex she thinks he's in love with Theresa. I'm not sure if he loves her, but one thing for sure is that Alex loves to win. And now that Brady's in his path as a rival and as an adversary, it is game on. So as Theresa and Alex talk next week, she's guilt-ridden over the inheritance lie, and she tries to confess to him. She already tried to tell Brady and couldn't, and then she considers telling Alex. But in the end, of course, Theresa does not come clean, and Alex just kind of lets everything slide. He knows she's no angel, but, he also knows he's far from perfect himself. And he thinks the two of them have a lot in common, but I think he's underestimating her badness. I mean, Alex is basically a man slut, running around, banging whoever he wants, some ladies 2 at a time. We've all seen it. But Theresa, she's a schemer, a plotter, and trouble with a capital T. So after Alex talks Theresa into staying, he gets her back into his bed. That's where his charms are best on display after all. And them sleeping together is another way to cement his relationship with her and make sure she's closer to him and much further away from Brady Black. Of course, even if Alex can drive Brady away, I don't think he is going to want anything to do with Theresa once the truth comes out and all the dust settles. I mean, it's been going on for a while now, since well before Christmas. Hopefully it'll come out in February sweeps. I hope it's not going to be May sweeps when the truth comes out that Xander is the real secret Kiriakis son, not Alex. And when it does come out, Alex is going to be furious at Theresa. I don't think he is ever going to want to see her again. But until then, Alex is going to do all he can to shove Brady aside and make sure that he keeps Theresa all to himself. But in the end, I think Alex is going to have buyer's remorse, and he's really going to regret making the effort to win her away from Brady. We'll see. Hey guys, drop your comments. Who do you want to see Theresa with, Brady or Alex, or just all alone crying in a corner because she's so stinking rotten? All right, drop your comments, click subscribe if you haven't already, and come back soon. As always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're here talking days 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.